So the topic that I want to share with you all today is sustainable charity and how to turn an idea into an action. And let me introduce myself again. My name is Thu Vân, and currently I'm a CEO and founder of Shigen and Shigen Academy. So today I would like to share with you the journey that I formed inspired by She, which is non-profit organizations which we mainly focus on young women, and that will be the case study that I would like to share with you all today. So first, let's define what is charity. I believe that each and every one of you here, sometimes, somewhere, you have some act of charity in your life. It's not a big word. It's maybe you give to someone that less fortunate than you. Like a proverb in Vietnamese, they say, lá lành đùm lá rách. Anyone can do charity. But in order to make a charity project in the long run, you need to have a plan. You need to make that project scalable, and that is sustainable charity. It is creating a long-term projects that empower communities and address root cause of problem rather than just providing temporary relief. So, what are the motivations behind starting a charity project? I would like to share about my own case study as an example why I started Inspired by She. There are several reasons that I talked to some of my friends who are the founder of the organizations, and even myself, is compassion and empathy, or personal experience, or maybe this is the desire to make a difference. In your heart, you're conscious about something and you want to make a change, and you form or you follow a charity project. Or finally, a passion for a specific cause. It can be environmental problems, it can be poverty, it can be anything that you are willing to give your hand to help. So in my case, the reason why I started Inspired by She was all of the reasonable. But before that, I had the chance to work with several charity organizations since 2014. I was ambassador for them. So some build the bridges for the rural area. Some of the charity, they train their students or orphanage to be the chef and offer them a job in the hospitality industry. And some focus on the elderly, or some focus on their young patients. I love to join all of those activities, but there are two main problems. It's not really a problem, but first, it's occasionally. It's been whenever they need me, oh, well, can you join? And if I have free time, oh, yes, I want to join. And even until now, anytime that they want to have me in the project, if I had time, I would love to join. And the second thing is, there are many different focus groups in those organizations. And deep in my heart, I know that I want to focus on young women. Because I believe that young women, when they are helped, when they are elevated, when they are motivated, they are not only help themselves, but they end up helping people around them. And my personal story was when I was a teenage time, okay, let me ask you all something. Who think I am an introvert? 10%. So who think I'm an extrovert? What else do the other people think? No? I think all of you are correct. I think every one of us has a part of to be introvert and a part to be extrovert, and it depends on the different times or like different period of your life that which introvert part or extrovert part would be dominant. But myself, I believe that mostly of the time I am an introvert. And in my high school, I was different. I have to say, even until now, I am different compared to my peer. But I'm 31 now, and I know how to embrace my difference. I know that I am unique, and I know that what can I do for my life and offering to others because of my difference. But when I was 13 and 14, it wasn't the case. When you are different, when you are left-handed, when you are khác người á mọi người, I did not have many friends. So my friends were the character in the books. And back then, I read the book of Marilyn Monroe and Mother Teresa. You can see the two of them, the story is two different. One is the religion leader, and one is the famous actress. But the common things that I find in them is they are strong women, and they can do anything that they want to do, and they overcome the challenge and anything that facing with them, and in the end of the day, they had the world. So they are my idols, and they was my relief for me to get through my high school to college and even until now. So that was the ideas to start Inspired by She. I want it to be the hub that we share the story of the young women every day. So this is the beginning. We form a fan page, and then we share the story. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be the famous public figure. It can be anyone. It can be anything. And maybe some of the people in the school already in the fan page, because we want to inspire every young woman to believe in their dream and believe in their hope. And until now, not up to now, but after that, Inspired by She formed 3 main categories of doing the activities. One is we share the content of inspiring women. Second, we host workshops in the colleges and universities across Vietnam. We mainly in Ho Chi Minh City, but sometimes we go to Hanoi or to Haiphong, and it was really fun. And the last activities we normally want to do is we grant the scholarships to the young women and the young student. So that's what the idea is. And when you have the idea, it will start to the execution phase. So for the execution phase, before we want to do something, at that time, it was me and 2 of my assistants. We have very few people. So we start to make a plan of I would want to say organization, but it sounds so big. Let's say my group. So who is the target group? Because to do the sustainable charity project, it's like a business plan. You cannot offering a product to anyone. You have to have the focus group. And who are your focus group? Who are your target group? And what can you do? What can you offering to them? So we chose young women from 15 to 25, and we want to creating the platform to transform the mindset, and we offer the educational material contents with them. So this is what we have done in 5 years, from 2019 to 2024. We have hosted more than 35 workshops, and we have there's a peak time that we have more than 50 volunteers in the same time. In the same time, but comes and go. There's some come and some go. And then we have granted some scholarships to the universities and some high school as well. Oh, one thing that I am specifically proud of is I can come back and grant the scholarship to my high school, which is trường Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai. Mình hỏi Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai bảo. Yeah. But then we start to face some problems. And these are some problems and challenges. First, we lack of the manpower to scale bigger because we want to do bigger. Because the time and the resources are limited. So we also lack of the resource to operation because most of the volunteers, they are students. So the period of time for them to volunteer in Inspire by She is quite short. And in order to make a bigger impact, we want to do something that have more depth in the content. For example, now I'm in TEDx, right? I'm sharing with you about my topic. But maximum I have here with you is 15 minutes to 20 minutes. For the other workshop, maybe I have 2 to 3 hours. But maybe 200 people in the workshop, only 10 or 20 or maximum 50 of them are really touched with the content. The rest, maybe they come there because the teacher tells them to go. Or the level of content is so surface level. We want to really have something that transforms the mindset and really and can help them in the long run. So this is the time where you have to have the knowledge of doing business applying to a charity project. We're applying the product life cycle models. For example, if Inspire by She is a product, everything is a product. We start from the introduction phase to the launch, and then we create something, and it's come to a maturity phase where you already know your skilling. So what can you do? That's your option. If you keep operating like that, it's going to decline. But the other choice that you can do is innovate your product. So after 5 years, and we discussed, we have to change. We have to innovate to scale bigger and in order to help more people that we want to help. So the solutions is first, we aligned Inspire by She to a brand that focus on women. Because when the brand itself and it have the profit, we can have the profit to come back to funds for their activities for the organizations. So this is when the Shegan was found, and then we changed the name Inspired by She to Shegan. So it's really a circle. Because of Inspired by She, I have Shegan. And then after I have Shegan, Inspired She become bigger. And thanks to the categories and the business of Shegan, we are able to expand the group of the women into bigger group. Like from 2019 to 2023 to 24, mostly Inspired by She focusing on young women, like students in the university and colleges. But since last year, we are able to expand to bigger group. Now we are expanding to young couple marriage and pregnant women. And it's expanding more. So yeah, it was good. And second is we adding more practical activities to the projects to create real impact on the focus group. It's like when we go to do the workshop, everything that mostly we can do is talk and you listen. I know this is very meaningful activities, but I believe, and from the talk of Mạnh Khanh and Hui, right? The power of action is very important. And in order to make a really real impact on the women, on the group, the target group, we need to put it in some action, like offering them courses or offering them jobs. That's why last year, 2024, we minimized the number of workshops that we will attend, but we hosted like live stream workshops, and the workshop to share about real knowledge, like how to take care of yourself when you're pregnant and the husband is joined in or something like that. Because the population of the audience of Inspired by She, they do grow and they do get married and they need something more for themselves. So this is the platform that we want to offer something for the young women. That's why we started to expanding the activities of the organization. And the outcome that we have is we are able to provide not only the workshop, but we can provide the products, we can provide the courses with jobs. And yeah, I just mentioned, this is the workshop that we host this is the live stream course, and this is the pregnant course. We joined with Dr. Lê Băng Hình. He is a really good doctor. So what are the 3 lessons that I have come up with myself after 5 years running Inspired by She and now Shigan Academy? First, to give is to receive. Like, people ask me, and even the organizer of TEDx asked me that the purpose of doing charity, they want to know, the audience want to know, why one person doing charity? Because in the social norms of people, doing charity is just to give. And you have to have a lot of money in order to give. Or some people even say some controversy things of charities. It does happen. I have to say, it does happen. There are some controversy with many charity organizations. But in my case, the reason why I do Inspired by She is because when I go to the workshop, when I see the young faces, I see the young women, and I see the lighting in their eyes, it's healed me. It's actually healed me. I think every one of us have our own problems, and we will find our way to heal ourselves. And my way of healing is to share with people. So when I go to do the workshop, I don't call it charity. It's actually they doing the charity for me. I got healed. And secondly, this is the practical part. You have to be consistent, but also you have to be creative in your activities. I remember the second years of Inspired by She is in the COVID time. And at the COVID time, we were not able to go out to do the workshops. So what we have to do, we have to host the online workshop. And these are some of the workshops that we host online, here and here. Yeah. But there will be the time that, the pool of the activities that you do is already reached the limit. So you need to be creative. You have to do something more. Like few days ago, there's another organization emailed me and asked me to be the KOL for them because they are launching the gift box to give. But their main activity were actually offering the scholarship. And I found a mutual point here. They already expanding their activities. So in order to scale bigger, you need to be creative. Maybe at the start of your activities, at the start of your project, you're doing one thing. But then there will be the time for you to be expand. And don't be scared or don't be afraid or don't think that people will talk about you or will say some controversy thing. The main thing is you are able to continue and you are able to stick to the main course why you're starting this at the first place. And lastly, I think this is something that I keep thinking in my mind, and I want to inspire other people, like especially the young student, when they come to me and they say, what should I do? What job should I do? What life should I choose? Or what school? Even like earlier, before going to TEDx, I was talking to my staff and she was asking me about her directions, like what major should I take in the school. I think the most important questions that each and every one need to answer in one's life is who I want to become. And from there, you scan down to what school should I choose? What major should I choose? What job should I do? Because all of these is the elements for you to become who you want to be in your life. What is the nature of you? So according to Maslow, if anyone studying marketing, you know the Maslow, right? We have different layers of human needs. And I think that the ultimate highest need is when you already can fulfill with your dreams, your hope, or you already have something, it's time for you to give. And to give is not only just the material or anything that big. You can give anything. That if the things you give is helping some other people's life, and to the main course is to build a better society. So to sum up my presentation, I think it's quite long already. Anyone can do charity, and each and every one of you, somewhere, somehow, will do charity here and there. But I want, and I hope, and I believe the goodness in the people. Especially, we are all Vietnamese. Vietnamese is in the time that we are growing very, very fast. Who watched the soccer games earlier? We won, yeah. We won the football games, yeah. But along with the growth of the countries, there are so many problems as well. It can be visible, but it can be invisible. One people cannot do a lot. But if that one people start to action, the people that following or the people that understand or inspired by you will appear along the way. So choose anything that you want to do and just do it. Don't be afraid. Just do it. And when you do anything to help any other people, you will start to help yourself as well. Thank you.